Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Sunday, January the 26th. It has been about almost 2 months since I've done a YNAB video, so we have a lot to catch up on. I have been gone a while for work, but also I've been back and just haven't done anything with YNAB. So this weekend I said I do need to get back on my YNAB because I didn't want to go into February and not have budgeted at all. So we're going to do that right now. So yesterday and earlier today, I did go ahead and make sure all of my transactions were entered into each of the accounts because I knew that was going to take some time. And I didn't want to bore y'all with all the redundant entering a transaction and whatnot. Because let's see how many it was. So I have 153 transactions in here right now that I just need to approve and clear. I already made sure that the accounts, the account balances match. So once I approve all of these transactions and then we go to each individual account, all I have to do is click the reconcile button because I have already verified that all of the transactions match and the amounts in each account matches YNAB. So let's go ahead and get into that. So yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna scroll back down to the bottom to see when the last transaction that we did together. So this was right before Thanksgiving. So right around Thanksgiving was the last time I actually did anything in YNAB, which is nuts because I said I was going to be more consistent, and I basically lied because I did not. I still could have done it on the app, on my phone, or did it in YNAB, but I kept pushing it off because I kept saying to myself that I wanted to make sure to show you guys, so I'll keep all of my subscribers and the people who do watch my channel, I wanted to make sure they see all of everything that goes into doing this budget. And so I kept pushing it off week after week after week, and now it's been almost 2 months. So Thanksgiving was a while ago. So we have all of those transactions from then. I did quite a bit of shopping. I did forget to add this. This was interest in my high yield savings account. Interest earned. But since that's in Wealthfront, I'm gonna make sure this one should be my Wish Farm. Yeah, let's just put that towards that one. And Amazon shopping, I did quite a bit of that too. Not too much, but I did spend a lot on shopping because I got to do some traveling to different countries. So I was definitely getting my usual perfume in the airports, and then also like going to the mall in a couple of countries, checking that out and doing some shopping there for clothes and other things. So here's another interest. I thought I changed all these, but because I did not. I am still waiting for my 1099 from Wealthfront so I can put that on my taxes, because when you're doing your taxes, you need to make sure that you're waiting to get your 1099 from your high yield savings accounts, because that interest coming back to you is taxable. So you need to make sure you wait for that. That way, later on in the year when the IRS starts coming back for some folks, you're not one of them. So make sure you're waiting for your 1099. Yeah, so lots of shopping, some dining out. I went to a couple of countries because I've been to Spain, I went to Germany, Paris. I'm going back to Spain again next month, at the beginning of next month, So for 2 weeks in February, I'm going to Spain. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of shopping there, of course, and hanging out. And this will be just for personal time, so it's not for work. So I don't have to worry about bringing any work computer or anything like that. So I'm excited for that. Then I ended up adding a new category for transportation. When I was in Germany, I used Uber. So I didn't really have a category specifically for transportation because in the country I'm in right now, there is no transportation fee because we're not allowed to. So I didn't have to worry about that. And then once I go back to the U.S., I won't have to worry about a transportation fee because I will have a car. So I never really thought about having that as one of my categories. So I just went ahead and created one just for those one-offs that I might have to when traveling. So that was something new. And then some of these payees, I think some of the restaurants, I was just going to put restaurant as the payee, and then some of them I just put the name of the restaurant in the memo because I'm most likely not going to go to that restaurant again. So I didn't want to put that restaurant's name as the payee. But this restaurant right here, Pier 51 restaurant, I'm hoping that there's more than one than just that one in Germany. That place was so good. Very expensive, but so good. So I left that one as a payee. I might go back and change it, but I do have some payees as their actual restaurant names, especially for the U.S. ones, because I would be going there quite often. The same with the mall. I just put the mall or the shop that was in the mall. I just put the name in the memo. Like if I need it for later, if somebody asks me something, I know without having to go back through all of my bank statements or something. So, and then for my flight next month, I used my Amex card. So these are for the flights. And also so I paid to upgrade my seat, but then they reimbursed me. So that transaction was pending, but then it didn't go through. It didn't clear because when I didn't realize that until I was doing my reconciling yesterday, that it was missing from my statement. It wasn't there anymore in my on my Amex card in the app. So when I went to the flight app, I saw a notice in there that said my seats were changed due to, I don't know, some occupancy or something. I don't remember what it said. I don't know. Either way, my seats were changed. The seats that I picked to be next to my friend, her seats were changed too. So we ended up having to pick other seats, which were free. So I was cool about that. I saved like $120 or so. So I'm like, cool. So yeah. So these were amounts for flights, and well, that's not all of the flights. This was like extra charges on the flights, for the flights, because this was the actual flight itself. This 1065 is the flight itself, but this was extras. Oh wait, no. They did charge me. I should go back and get my money back. I just realized that they did, because these add up to that. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, $124.70. So they did charge me for the seats, and then changed the seats. That's why the seat was free. I thought I got my $120 back. I didn't. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. That's crazy. I'm not an idiot though. I was just dumb. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Anywho, moving on. I bought some things for The Sims 4. They had 4 new kits come out, so I did buy those. They're roughly about $4.99 each or something like that. So this is what that was. And then I had my usual subscriptions. I bought some stuff off of Etsy for my iPad. So I put that under electronics. And then I did do my monthly ATM withdrawal. So I did a withdrawal twice in December, I think. We'll see that when I get to the budget, because I needed extra funds. So I am ahead, so I'll be pulling out extra for February to get caught up, or January to get caught up for February. If the amount that I have now doesn't last me until the end of the month, or to the first week of February. So I'm just going to select all of these 153 transactions, and I'm just going to approve it. So that's approved. Why does it say I still have 48 new transactions to categorize? Connection lost. Again, so this has been happening. The network service is not good here. So that was another one of the reasons why I kept prolonging it, doing this video. I'll be back after this reconnects. Okay, so I'm back. So now it says, I don't know, once it refreshed, now it only says there's one. So it's probably one that was, it was already previously reconciled. So let's just approve that one. But it still says one. Okay, never mind. So it did it. I guess it's being a little slow. All right, so those are all on my scheduled, so we don't need to see those. All right, so all the transactions are approved. Let's go to each account so we can reconcile. Again, the last time I reconciled was right before Thanksgiving. So the amount of purchases that I've done since then, we have $571.27, give or take, with my paychecks coming in and everything like that. So let's go ahead and reconcile this. And so I did get a pay raise on January 1st for my promotion, and then also for the new year, the increase that a lot of jobs do. So my paycheck has gone up. So previously I was getting roughly $2,200 each paycheck, and then and on January 1st I did change my Roth to go from 8% to 12%, or no, from 5% to 8%. That's what I did. I was at 5% before, and I changed it to 8% on January 1st. And so this paycheck right here is $2,500. That's with the 8% out. So for me, I still wanted to add more to my Roth, because I wanted to keep the number relatively close to what I was making each paycheck before. That way I still get to save more for retirement. So I upped it again from 8% to 12%. So once I start getting my February paychecks, my paycheck will be roughly 2,300 and something. So, because I already did the math, so with the 12% and with my 15%, I'm sorry, with 15% plus with the paycheck, it was roughly maybe like $120 something that I still maintained into my monthly me receiving. So instead of 460 going to my Roth, it'll be close to 900 going to my Roth. So, but yeah, my bills account, let's go ahead and reconcile that. That one has a zero balance. I thought did I click it? Oh, it's not cleared. Okay, reconcile. Yeah, there's nothing pending in there. Yeah, because that was from January 8th and it's the 26th. So, all right, into my savings. Nothing has really changed in here, just some interest. So we can go ahead and reconcile this. My Ally, of course, mentioned before, I'll be closing and I'm not using this one anymore. My Apple High Yield Savings, I've added all of the cash back and my interest that I earned, so we can reconcile this. This is annoying. To clear everything and then reconcile. Okay. So my balance, $197.50. Wealthfront, no big changes. Haven't done anything. I haven't moved any money. I haven't moved any money over from my checking account to Wealthfront at all for December or January yet. So, yeah, just the interest. So let's go ahead and reconcile this. And then we have, this is new. I just noticed on the left-hand side that this button for cash, or this drop down for cash, is there, and the one for credit is here. That was not there before, so that's new, that you can actually see and change. You can minimize your credits to where you only see your actually on-hand cash. My Apple Card, this took forever. Let me mark all of these as cleared. This took forever to add all of these transactions. Look at this. Let's see how many transactions. I had to manually add these in because it wasn't syncing for some reason. My Apple cards have not been syncing with YNAB. I'm not sure why, but yeah, something's wrong. But yeah, this was 61 transactions that I manually had to add all at once between yesterday and this morning. So, and that took quite a while because I kept missing, thinking I was on one line, but I was on a different one. But yeah. So let's reconcile this. Good to go there. My Capital One card. All of these have already been cleared, so I can reconcile this. Yes. And then last but not least, my Amex card. All of those transactions are cleared. Now for my Navy Federal, those automatically come in, so I didn't have to add any transactions manually for any of those. It was just the Apple one, and just with the other accounts, it was just me actually going line by line for each transaction from Thanksgiving to now to make sure each transaction was correct. I definitely don't want to go 2 months without doing it in YNAB again, because that was definitely too much. It was way too much. It was a little bit stressful, but I had to get it done. All right. Oh, I think Apple Cash. Let me mark these as cleared, and I'm just pressing the C button on the keyboard to clear them. All right, so we are good to go. Now, let's jump to the budget. We're gonna see a lot of red here because, again, I have not done my budget since Thanksgiving. So December was budgeted out. So we assigned money in December to all the categories that required it. But we did have some overspending, of course. And then I didn't close out November because, again, I have not done any YNAB since Thanksgiving. So we do have some overspending in November that we'll need to take care of. And me going back and taking care of these things, some people would be like, oh, that's a big no-no. But I don't know. It all depends for me with certain things. So I will be going back, especially for December. I will be going back and fixing those things. Now for January, I'm going to go ahead and put my my paycheck for the end of December and my mid-month for January. I'm going to go ahead and assign it here. So let's go to my checking account and let's go and see how much that paycheck was. So it was this $22.33.70, and this paycheck here $25.63.17. So here's the total. So I'm going to copy this, and that's going to go in the holding because that's supposed to be strictly for January. So we're going to assign that here. So those were that's my end of December paycheck and my mid-month January paycheck. So now we can go back to December. Where did the rest of this money come from? Leftovers. All right, so in November, I had $100 left over from me selling my iPhone. So my friend, she's paying me $100 a month till it's paid off. I sold it to her for $650, which was the trade-in value that Apple had for my previous phone. So let's take this 100 out of the holding category. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's undo. I'm just going to move this $100 and cover. So let's cover transportation with that, and we're just going to cover this from holding. Do it this way. So we should have 74. Yep, 74.20. Let's keep on scrolling down. So from dining out, we're going to cover this with some of that 74. Did it not do it? Okay, so we have $25.51 left in there. And so we're going to move that $25.51 to shopping. Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast. Wrong one. Let's move this to shopping. So we're only overspent for the shopping category because this shopping category is going into the Apple Card. So I overspent by $397.26. And yeah, this was when I went to was this, was that when that was when I went to, this is the first time I went to Spain when I was shopping. I was like, wait a minute, that was when I went to Spain the first time. I went to the Canary Islands. So we did carry a balance over for that one. So let's go back to all. So that's it for November. We had some overspending, $400 overspent that carried over into December. Now for December, that second paycheck, I wonder, I think I had already did it. Because this paycheck, this 2214.56, I think I had already assigned it out, which is weird because I didn't go into YNAB and do anything. That is really weird. Why it wouldn't still be showing up here. But it says yeah, I had to because it says that I signed in December 44/37/27. So I did do it out, but I don't remember when I did that. I don't remember when I did that at all. Let's go to my checking view. So for December, I still have $100 in self-care that I will move over. And I did take more out of the ATM withdrawal because this was when I said I took out money twice and from the ATM. So, and I still had my overspent shopping, but this was on a credit card. But we're going to cover some of this from the self-care. This is really slow. Oh, it's really slow. Come on. Here we go again. All right. That one was quicker than last time. All right. And then the rest of this $94.70, I'm just going to leave it there. And then, yeah, because there's no point. I'm going to leave that $94.70 there. Oh, no, I can cover with, I forgot the transportation. I need to add this to my checking account view. So let's edit this, and we're going to scroll down and find transportation. And we're going to add that. So we're going to cover this with that self-care. Okay, so I should just have the ATM, the shopping, and then the credit card will automatically show as overspent, even though this is just a combination. This is just the shopping and then the leftovers from November. So December is done. The credit card balance will carry over into January, because I did make the payment in January, on January 1st, I think, or it was considered December 31st in the US, but I actually didn't remember until late night on January 1st. But because it still was December 31st on the East Coast, it counted towards December. So I did not have I did not have to worry about carrying a balance over into January from that credit card. So my statement for December, it shows a zero balance for that Apple card. All right, so first we're going to assign this $543 to some overspent categories. Let's fill in let's cover that. Definitely the subscriptions. I wonder, and then let's do transportation but not work yet, or the ATM withdrawal yet. Let's do transportation and the random fees. Underfunded was $70 for those two. Then we have one book and one download from Etsy, plus the gaming and charity and tips that I left the Uber drivers from the app. That was $73.29 total. All right, so we have $187.95. Well, 100 of this is from the pay for the phone. But let's just go ahead and assign this to dining out. All right, so now we're actually getting into the two paychecks. Well, let's actually leave the second paycheck. This $25.63.17. Let's copy this, because this is the January mid-month paycheck. All right, so this paycheck is supposed to be to cover all of my my regular categories for the month. So let's see what I'm actually underfunded is $45.78.49. Ooh, oh, let's go down individually. So rent is $259. Then these monthly ones, my subscriptions, we're going to do the ATM, $600. Wait, no, let's do that one after, because it's showing us the 2 months, so let's do that one later. Then we have the rest of these are good. Okay, so let's cover those first. Underfunded. All right, and then I have normally my $600 for the ATM withdrawal. So I have $1923.62 plus the shopping. So So yeah, so both of these will go towards both of the paychecks will go through. So let's cover the rest of this with ready to assign. So I have from my end of December paycheck to fund January, I have $119.66. Oh, forgot this, $11.76. Okay. So we're just going to assign this to the ATM. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. All right, so now for my January mid-month paycheck, we're going to cover the rest of the ATM withdrawal. And then I have one more overspent. These work expenses. Some of these are work expenses, but not truly, because I will be getting reimbursed for some of my hotel stays for the trip. So we're going to go ahead and put all of that here. So I'll get this money back eventually. All right, so I have $275.57 left. Now, my travel category. So for my trip next month for vacation for 2 weeks, those came out of this category. So all of the flights and the seat upgrades came here. So I'm not going to actually take the money out of Wealthfront. It's just that extra money that I'm going to be putting in there from the other savings categories that I funded. I just won't add them in there, but I don't think I've added anything. Okay, so I did. So assign this month into savings. I've only assigned 310. So I will have to transfer some money out of that Wealthfront account in order to pay my Amex card. I mean, I have the money in my checking account here to pay the Amex card, but I want to make sure that what's in my high yield savings account is accurate. Okay. Oh, I do have to pay my Capital One card. I carried a balance over on that. So in order to cover this, when a credit card, when you don't fully pay it off, it automatically, you have to pay it, and you have to add the money into assigned versus into the actual category itself. Because I did make some payments. But it was an Amazon. That was in shopping. So it should have covered it when I filled that category though. Did I do that in this one? I covered those already. No. I don't know. Oh, it's because I haven't, no. I haven't funded something. My subscriptions, all of those categories are funded. Yeah, that category is funded. Yeah, those categories are already funded, so I'm not sure why. Shows my balance is 111. My Capital One balance is 111.02. But is it from? I think it's from the shopping. I did a transfer. Payments and returns, 168.21. Oh, that was the payment. Three subscriptions and my giving. But they are here. Did I miss putting one in for December? December ones are here. And where's giving? 23 is here. Well, I don't know where that error is, so I'm just going to assign. I'm just going to assign the underfunded 5719 there, and we'll just call that a day for that one. All right, so I have $218.38. So I'm going to refill up the stuff I forgot to budget for and my self-care. And dining out. Well, I can't do both. I can do... Let's just do dining out and self-care. Let's do plus 100 for dining out. And let's do, oh no, dining out was technically already funded for January. Let's take that away. Where's undo? Because technically I had already funded, because the target is 100, but because I already did some dining out in January, that 100 was already used. We didn't refill up self-care. And so 173.33. Oh, I did give family some money back in December. So I need to start filling this back up. So let's put 150 here. So I have $23. Let's put it in. Let's put it in stuff I forgot to budget for. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in stuff I forgot to budget for. Alright. Now for my bills for the month of the next coming bill is February. So my T-Mobile, what my February bill is going to be higher though. It's going to be $61.25. So I'm gonna change this to $61.25. Because I did make some phone calls. And then, so we have that for February, the bills account. So I need to make sure I move $61.25 from the checking. And then I'm going to have Whoop. Well, first my normal ones. Well, my normal one is this. My FICO $39.95, but I need to add Whoop. My Whoop subscription will be coming out, and my annual LRA subscription will be coming out. So that's $331.05. So let's copy this for February. And we're going to add it here. And we also need to move over the regular payment. This $1441.12. So now my checking has a balance of $703. But I still need to move from my Wealthfront account the amount for the travel. So let's go back to the budget to see how much that is. Let's just click here, savings. So in my savings account this month, I'm adding $310.08, but I have to subtract that from the actual travel amount, so I don't take out too much. So this $1189.79, let's copy that. We're going to go to Wealthfront, add a transaction, moving it to checking for that. And then we're going to subtract the assigned in January, 460 actually, not the target amount, how much I actually assigned in January, which was 460.08. Go back to Wealthfront and we're going to subtract that amount. So I need to move $729.71 from my Wealthfront to my checking account. So my checking, I will have $1433.69. And then I'll have to carry a balance over on, well, I might have to move some more money from my Apple Card, or for my Apple Card, because my Apple Card has a balance of $1585.15, and I don't think I used any savings categories for that. Any travel categories for that. So whatever's left over it shouldn't have anything left over in the bills though. But some of those bills are for February. So I might move the February bills. Well, I still got the end of the month paycheck for January. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these transfers. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the money from my checking account to my bills account, and then we're gonna go ahead and pay off my Amex card. I do have to move money over for my Capital One card, 11102. So let's go ahead and add that in here too. So I don't think I did that. Or did I? No, I was looking at my Amex card. So 11102. We'll save that. Okay. Yeah, I think I am good to go now. I need to make sure I stick with it. Let's hide the reconciled transactions here. So this is what I need to do. These transactions were good. For my Roth. Oh no, so I was at 8%. I changed it to 12% on January 1st because I was at 8%. I did change it to 8% at middle of the year, I think. And then beginning of the year I changed it to 12%, but the 12% was not enough, so I changed it to 15% starting February. So yeah, I messed up about that. Because with the 12%, it was like $460 something for January. So I'll need to change the reoccurring transaction for my Roth. So it was like 460, I think. Let me see. I have it right here. $462.50. I'm also changed the name of this to 15% now. All right. Oh, I didn't reconcile it. I do have to go back and add the interest earned, but I'll do that off camera. Okay. Okay, so these are the two transfers that I need to make. I need to do a transfer from my Wealthfront account to my checking account, and then a transfer from my checking account to my bills account. And then that'll be all for January for now. Then once I get my my next paycheck on, I don't know, when will I get it? Because the end of the month falls on Wednesday? Thursday. So I should get paid. Let me go to a calendar. The end of the month falls on a Friday, so I should get paid with my bank on Thursday. I should get paid on Thursday. Yeah, because the 1st is on Saturday. So Thursday I should get paid, and I'll be able to start budgeting for February. And I'll definitely work to be more consistent this time. So yeah, if y'all have any questions about YNAB or budgeting, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week. Bye.